Okay,
So
wait, how do I
our
do this?
special guest is
Hold on,
here.
hold on. Let's see.
But you guys have to bear with us because
We're learning how to
we're
do
learning
this.
how to like click somebody and do a video with them. So I think we've got it.
Okay.
So yes.
Okay, so how do I do it now?
So let's see.
Okay. Perfect.
Yay!
Okay, got
Okay.
it.
Yay!
Why, hello,
Hi!
ladies.
The beautiful Kelly is here.
How are you guys?
We're
Oh,
so
you better let me
good. You
know.
look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. First of all, I'm singing the song like it always front to back down. Let me see you
That's
cha-cha.
so sweet. We're singing your song,
Coffee?
and
Thank
the
you.
video, your
Oh.
body.
Thank you. I love y'all too.
Stunning.
Thank you.
So, okay, we love that you're here. The first thing, of course.
Thank you for having me.
Of
Thanks for
course.
coming.
First thing that we'd love to ask you about is, of course, coffee, because you have just made this beautiful song, this beautiful video.
Thank
We
you.
want to know, like, what was the inspiration behind this song, behind this video for you?
Yeah, you don't have to put a filter because we grown
Yeah,
now.
we're grown now. I'm 20. I'm 20.
Going on 22.
Look, let me tell you something. Grownish always reminds me that you ladies are definitely grown. And it's awesome. I mean, coffee is like, I mean, we just get to the point with coffee. Like it's really nothing better than your lover being there with you and they happen to be that dose of extra coffee that you need in the morning. So it's that. And the video, I wanted the video to just say something else because when I thought about the video, I was like, what am I going to do? And I literally was like, I was thinking about skin, but I didn't know like to what degree.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, let me just like, keep coming up with stuff. And so next thing I knew, I got this concept for coffee. Actually, my sister sent me, and next thing I knew, it was just coming together. And I was like, oh my God, this is so great because it's like,
so good.
it's an expression of tones and bodies and black and beauty and melanin and being unapologetic about your sexuality. And I feel like that's so important. I feel like in a society where women are like, no, don't show that, or don't do that, or you should be ladylike, or you know what I mean? People give women so many hats to wear. And it's just like, for a second, I had to sit back because as a mom, as a wife, you know what I mean? I just wanted to just tap back into that because sometimes I lose it and I'm like, am I still that girl? You still want to just kind of feel like that sensuality and sexuality is still there, and it's something that you shouldn't apologize for.
I agree. And like as we're growing into young women, we're starting to like really fall in love with our curves and like learn about our body.
Yes.
Like, I'm a woman now.
Okay,
Certain
wait a minute.
feelings, it's like hold up, and it's like, you know what? It's okay to be feeling like this and get a little.
Exactly.
Zhush, I know.
That's why we love that song. It just makes us feel like,
yes, I love it. Thank you.
And you look so beautiful. Your skin is glowing.
Thank
how are you
you.
enjoying quarantine?
Quarantine has been definitely interesting. I feel like I can never complain because I keep thinking about all those people who are either going through this virus or actually like getting hit with it hard. And to people who have lost loved ones with COVID, to COVID, pardon me, and all the doctors and nurses and first responders. And I feel like I can't complain, so I won't. But above anything, like, I think it just reminds you to just be grateful. Like today I had one of those reflecting moments where I'm sitting outside and my son is playing and the sun is shining and the sky is just blue. And I look at the smile on my son's face and my husband just seems content. And I'm looking at our home and the fact that like we really have nothing to complain about. And the funny thing is, it ain't nothing to spend money on either. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, been saving quite a lot. And
That's what Dad was
amazing.
saying the other day. He was like, we've been saving a lot of money because we haven't been ordering out food. We've just been cooking.
That was a
Yes.
bad thing for us because we would order Postmates like
All
every
the
other
time.
day.
No, like 3 times a day.
And now, since we're trying to be like safe and everything, we haven't done it. So
Yeah,
That's
but
smart.
I totally feel you on like the immense feelings of gratitude. You know, we've been getting a lot more into like meditating and just we've been praying so hard because we're so blessed and we don't take that for granted, and it always you know, our hearts go out to all the people who can't be with their families because they're working so hard in the hospitals. And I'm so grateful to them, and I'm grateful that my family's okay because I have some friends who aren't and who have lost people. So every day I'm just been so grateful and just praying for others, and it's been a crazy time.
Yes, it's been a very crazy time. How are you guys dealing with it?
You know,
See, by the way, everybody's voice goes up before they answer. They're like, I don't want to sound ungrateful. You know what I mean? We're all thinking the same thing, so I get it.
So at the beginning of this whole quarantine, I kind of welcomed it because I was far away from home. I was in London about to film, and Chloe was here, and I missed her so much, and I was just missing home.
We were crying on FaceTime.
We were crying on FaceTime, and I was just like, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. I'm so happy here, but also I miss my home.
Family,
So when we were like, okay, when we got the call that I would be coming home, I was like, okay,
And like on the other side, because I was in America, I just saw like the news going crazy and how they put the ban on Europe, but it didn't include UK. And then literally the day after they got home, that's when they banned UK as well. I was like, thank God.
Yeah.
You know, we've just been home for some days. I kind of driving myself crazy. I really am. Some days I'm doing good. Some days the family's driving each other crazy.
But we've gotten in like two big arguments. We never
for no reason
because we always we've gotten in 2 big arguments because we've just been in our you know
it's bound to happen. It's like last week I had to just walk away because I'm also a teacher. I'm not a teacher. I'm also a teacher, but I'm not a teacher, if you know what I mean. So I'm having to do my son's schoolwork with him, and I was like, I have a newfound respect for teachers and patience, and like you have like the love and the gift that you have to teach is truly a gift. And when you come across good teachers, if there are any teachers out there, like they definitely need a higher salary. They need to be praised more. They don't get enough credit. And this is definitely what that's one of the things that has taught me as well, for sure.
Absolutely. So we will ask you one more thing. Thank you so much for being here. Yes. So the last thing that I want to ask you is, what is something that you would have told yourself, your like 20-year-old self, now that with all the wisdom that you have now, what is something that you would have said?
To learn how to communicate. To learn how to communicate, because I think that it's as far as like saying exactly what it is that you want or need. I think that my mom was quite the disciplinarian, and I remember like we can make fun of it now, but like my mama would like pop me in my mouth, like, you know what I mean, like really quick. And it's so funny because you know, it's just, you know, her being a mom. And but what that did was like kind of make me feel like what I had to say was not as important, or like I should be quiet. And I'm not saying that to say, oh, you know what I mean? Like, but we have to be careful at how we are with our children. You know what I mean? And so kind of made me feel like I shouldn't say what it was that I needed or anything like that. So when it came to saying what I needed, I kind of felt guilty for it, or like I shouldn't do it. And so when I got older and I began to experience the real world, and like if I should say something, it was almost like questionable if I should, you know, take up for myself or whatever it is, you know what I mean? And what I have to say is very important, and what anyone else has to say out there is very important. So I'd probably say to learn how to communicate. Ask questions. Don't feel stupid when you ask questions, because there is no stupid question. I'd say if you need to tell somebody exactly how you feel, or you don't know how to say it, ask. You know what I mean? Because I think a lot of us don't know how to ask, and we don't want to feel stupid or like we don't know what we're saying. Don't fall under those. That's just that's the negative part that's trying to tell you something. And you should think, just know, I'm sorry, this is another thing. I have so much on my 20-year-old self. I'd say if there's something in your mind telling you that you can't do something, that's not the voice you listen to.
Yeah.
I feel like I believe in God, and I feel like God is the only person that's going to tell me something that I can. Biblically, it says I can do all things. So if I can do all things, then what is it telling me that I can't? What insecurity is that? Or who told me that? And I need to get to the root of what that is, so that I can extract it and I can grow from it and be better at it.
Oh, yes. That's so beautiful what you said about, communication, because recently I've even been feeling like, sometimes if I'm feeling a certain way, I'm like, oh, well, I don't want to seem a certain way if I say something, like tiptoeing around the tulips and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's really beautiful that you said that. It really spoke to me.
Yeah, it really spoke to me as well, because so like with music, I can be like a bit more bossy and like, share how I'm feeling. But when it comes to like my personal life, I never want to be confrontational. I'm always like, oh, I just want to make the other person feel okay and fine. And I don't want them to feel weird by me bringing this up. And like, I'm not going to lie, it's been difficult trying to learn how to speak my thoughts better, because I'm learning in the end, I'm stuck in my room and I'm like, why didn't I say this? I'm not feeling good about this. I have this like anxiety built up in my chest because I didn't speak my mind. So I'm slowly learning that it's okay to, and like you said, not to listen to those other thoughts that are telling what you can or can't do, but just listening to God and finding yourself and finding your voice. So I will definitely take that advice, because I'm learning that now.
Yo, honestly, it's I wish I knew that in my 20s, because then when somebody was feeding me, pardon my French, bullshit, I'd have been like, I'm sorry, do you want that? Because that just doesn't sound good enough for me. I think that sometimes, it's one more point and then I'm gonna go, because I feel like I'm supposed to say this, but I feel like in your 20s you know a lot, but you're still learning, you know what I mean? And I think that I wish I would have listened to like wisdom from like really wise people. You know what I mean? Like, I think that we have to be, in my 20s, I should have been more careful about who I thought was wise. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, wait. Whoa.
Because there's some people who thought they were wise, and because they were wise, like I was drinking their coffee, but fuck your coffee. You know what I mean? Like their tea, coffee, whatever it is. But like I was drinking whatever that was they had, but they didn't. I knew just as much as they did. So why did I question myself and think that they were right when they were just trying to like sit me on the side of misery that they were in? You understand what I'm saying?
I completely feel it.
Wow.
Yeah. So don't.
Preach to Kelly.
But no, I'm serious. Like, I'm so emotional, especially right now during this time. But like everything you're saying just like clicked with me and resonated with me.
So thank you so much.
It's really special.
We really appreciate you,
and we love you.
We're so
I
proud
love
of
you guys
and
too, and call me anytime.
Okay, Titan looks so cute.
I know, he's so cute. We keep seeing him on your page. Oh my
He's
God.
so big. Look, if he was definitely ready to be on camera right now, he was in the pool today, and that hair is like this.
That's so sweet.
Oh,
well,
thank you
so
again.
much.
All right.
Have a beautiful night.
Bye.
I love her, guys.
So much fun.
Hey, Justine.
I'm like tearing up.
Yeah, like guys.
Gee.
Oh, Hallie, you never cry.
I never cry, guys. That was a word.